Hey guys, how you doing today? Welcome. From whatever parts of the world you're joining. I want to apologize that we're starting late. I've been in series of meetings here and there, but it's good to be here, and we're going to be having a fantastic conversation today. Okay, so from whatever part of the world you're joining us from, tell us your name and the city you're joining us from. Kindly invite your friends and your loved ones. Okay, tell more people to tell somebody to tell somebody. Want to really look at a very important topic, which has to do with building wealth in America, right? And this subject, I've been doing a lot of series about UK and America because I've seen situations where people decide to migrate to this part of the world, and to my and many of us disappointment, the planning is very poor, and people begin to do things that are way less of themselves in this part of the world that they visited. So we felt, can we start highlighting things people can do when they move to different parts of the world? For example, this topic is becoming a multi-millionaire in a year as a real estate agent, and my guest is a multi-millionaire based in Houston, Texas, and he's done all manner struggle in different aspects and became a multi-millionaire, and we will be sharing his story. Like I said, I decided to start doing this series just so that we can inspire our people who decided to migrate. So the goal is that a lot of people who have decided to leave Africa or who are immigrants, how do you start building something great for yourself? The goal is to help every single one to discover opportunities, particularly in the real estate sector, that they can use to build wealth. I don't know if you think this is good, right? So as your journey, tell me your name and the city you're joining out from. Paul Ayuba from Abuja, welcome. Tope from Lagos, welcome. From different parts of the world that you're joining, tell me your name and your city, and invite as many people as possible. Like I said, share this video. I need to get more people to join us. We want to have a very fruitful discussion, and I promise you the 1 hour or so that we'll be together will be life-changing for you. For those of you who are realtors, you're going to learn a lot. For those of you who are not in the real estate business, you're also going to learn a lot. Chioma from Abuja, welcome. Esther from Abuja, welcome. Bukola from North Carolina, USA, you are welcome. I think Bukola will learn a lot because you're Lagos. Again, as your journey, tell us your name and where you're journeying from. Invite people. Emmanuel from Abuja, Simeon from Ekiti. Remember to invite people, get more people in the conversation. My guest is finally here.
Hello, Dr. Steven.
You know, the millionaire is here, ladies and
Ah,
gentlemen. Eh?
it's great to see you, sir.
Hey, today.
It's great to see
How
you,
are
sir.
you
How are
today?
you, sir? Oh, I am blessed. I am blessed. God is good. I'm doing very well. How are you,
Good.
sir? What part of the world are you?
I'm in Nigeria, and I believe you're in Houston, I believe.
Yes, I'm presently in Houston. Yes.
Okay, good. I
Yes.
hope that the storm has subsided. You guys had a hurricane.
Yeah.
Um, I missed the hurricane by luck, and I'm happy I wasn't there.
Yeah. That was good because it really affected a lot of people. It didn't affect me much, but it did affect a lot of people. But we thank God everything is good now.
Thank God for that. We thank God. We thank God. Joshua, please share the link with everyone. That's good. So welcome. I mean, I was sharing about why we're doing this series. I saw how people move to different parts of the world and they start doing ridiculous jobs, right? Different odd jobs that don't even make sense.
Right.
And for me, this series is to start showing our people who are doing well and start encouraging people to say there are opportunities here, there are opportunities here.
Mm.
Because what I see with diaspora, whether it's Canada or UK or US, if the people you meet are washing dead body, you wash dead body when
Yeah.
you get there.
Yeah.
If,
Yes.
if the people you meet are nurse, you must be a nurse, even if you used to be an engineer. And it's time to start showcasing opportunities and people who have been able to have results in what they do.
Yes.
And today we're looking at how to make a million in 1 year in the real estate, being a real estate agent. Of course, we'll focus on the US market, but it's something that resonates and can work for other markets as well. So
Absolutely.
let's start by meeting you. What's your full name? And tell us about yourself.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Steven. It's a great privilege to come up here and share with people. I love your spirit, Dr. Steven. I love your heart. You have a heart of giving information.
Thank
Like,
you.
how many millionaires and billionaires do you see that comes out to share information, how they made it? Many people don't, because it's kept like a secret. It's like a lack mentality. But I love the fact that you have abundance mentality, which is why I gravitate to you, because if I know something that works for me, I want to teach somebody else. So I really commend you for that. Thank you for always coming, pouring into us, sharing, and making our lives better, more successful, make more money, and make an impact in the world. So thank you.
Thank, thank you.
So to get started, my name is Adebayo Adebowale. A lot of people call me Bayo Adebowale. And I've been in the US now for 11 years. I was in Nigeria, grew up uh, in Ibadan, originally from Ede in Osun State. And I
Wow.
came to the US, after spending time in Ibadan, NYSC in Lagos. I was in business, generator business, my father's company. I started oil and gas by my own because I've always loved oil and gas. So I was between, okay, oil and gas in Nigeria, buying a truck, renting a gas station to start my oil and gas, or traveling to America. But one thing that happened was I struggled to get visa to London at a point in my life. And I thought to myself, I don't want my family to struggle like this. Okay. I don't want my children and my wife to ever struggle for visa. So I said, since we already know what Nigeria can give us, let me travel abroad. Let me secure a better future for my wife and myself. And if the opportunity presents in the future, we come back to Nigeria. We haven't been back because America has been awesome. He has given us everything. Okay. He has given us everything more than we can ever think or imagine.
Mhm.
The opportunities that
Okay.
exist in America. Okay. So came to America. You mentioned something important, Dr. Steven, that the people you meet when you come determine
Thank
what you do. A
thank you.
lot of time, a lot of people. So when I came, I had a bachelor's degree already from Nigeria, from Bowen University. But
Mm,
when I came here, I look at the climate. My brother gave me a very important advice. He said, go to school. He said, go to,
mm,
I need you to have a foundation in America. So I
mm,
looked at everything. They were in healthcare. He was a nurse practitioner. My sister-in-law was a pharmacist. We have doctors in the family. I wanted to be an engineer. Okay. I look at engineering. I said, Dr. Bio, Engineer Bio. That sounds solid now. Engineer Bio. But getting into engineering, I realized that it's not stable. Okay, you can lose your job when the oil price is down and you have difficulty to get another job. I
mm,
don't want to build my foundation on that. In America, the most secured job you can get is healthcare. It's very,
mm,
very secure. You will always have a job. So I look at becoming a doctor. I said, this is too long. 8 years in medical school, this, blah, blah. I don't want to do that. So I went and became a nurse. To the glory of God, I became a nurse practitioner. I have a master's degree. And I was going to open a practice, like a doctor office, where people can
mhm,
come and see me. Because in America, if you're a nurse practitioner, you can practice as almost like a doctor.
mm,
So
mhm,
it was psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. But I already started my own business on the side, real estate, because
mm,
that was where my heart was. my heart was in real estate. So as I was building a foundation as a psychiatric nurse practitioner, I was doing real estate part-time as a real estate agent. So, and I continue to do this part-time and just, build my business, build a career, build everything. And, at a point in my life, I look at the income I was making working part-time in real estate. I said, let's do this full-time. It's time to take the jump and take the control of my future in my hands. So that's my story, just in a lump sum.
Wow. So you moved from being a nurse to real estate.
Yes.
So I at some point you said in passing as well that you used to sell cars.
Yes.
You're into car business at some point and you're making good money. Why did you leave car business for real estate despite making a lot of money from car business?
Okay, awesome. That's a great question. So with my car business, so when I was in school in America as a nurse and then a nurse practitioner, because I always have a heart for business, because business is like you can't predict the income. When you work 9 to 5, you already know I'm going to make 2,000 every month, 5,000,
Yeah.
10,000. But in car business, sometime, I was using that to augment my income from my nursing and things like that.
Yeah.
So the reason why I now moved, which is what I need people to pay attention to, and if you have a pen and a paper, you need to write some things down, okay? I'm gonna give you practical things you can act on that can work for you in your life, okay? As you build your business. So I had a mentor, and my mentor analyzed the things that I was doing to make money. So I was running a car dealership, I was selling cars, I was a nurse practitioner, and I was doing real estate part-time. So he looked at it, he said, you will never make it. I said, what do you mean? I have a car dealership. I'm making money from car dealership. I'm making money as a part-time real estate. I'm making money as a nurse practitioner. He said, your attention is divided.
Yes. Very
He said, you are
true.
not focused. He said, you cannot compete with people that do car business full-time. You cannot compete with people that do real estate full-time. You
Yeah.
cannot compete with people that do nurse practitioner full-time. I
Very
said,
true.
wow. So he said, find the one out of all the things you do, find the one that has the greatest return on the investment of your time
Come
and
on.
focus. I now thought about it deep. I analyzed everything. I said, this real estate it has the greatest return on my. Dr. Stevie, if I tell you how difficult it was for me to turn down people requesting cars from me,
Cars, yeah. You
who
love
were
them tough.
coming, we want to buy cars. I said, I'm no longer selling cars. They couldn't understand this, that what is this guy talking? This is what we know you to do, car
Yeah.
business. But because of where I'm going, it requires me to be 110% focused, which was real estate. So I had to shut down the car dealership. I have to quit my job as a nurse practitioner. This was a job
Wow.
paying me high six figures. I said, this real
Yeah.
estate thing, it must work or it must work. No matter what happens, I'm not leaving this real estate thing. I must work it until it works. And look where we are today. To God be the glory.
But what gave you that certainty that of the three opportunities, you were a nurse, you were selling cars, and you were into real estate? What gave you the conviction that real estate was going to give you the highest income?
So I analyzed the lives of millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Stephen, I've been following you for a long time. Okay. And I've been following you. I've been following a lot of other millionaires and billionaires all over the world. I realized that many of them is either they made their money in real estate or they pack their money into real estate and invest in real estate. So for me, I thought about it that and real estate, what people don't understand is real estate has many aspects, but
Yeah.
the aspect of real estate that really interests me is financial freedom and generational wealth. Like, I look at the lives of all these billionaires and millionaires that they must know what I don't know. If Dr. Steven is a billionaire and is investing in real estate and is buying landed properties, there must be something Dr. Steven knows that I don't know. If Bill Gates is buying acres and acres and acres of land all over the US, he's land banking. He keeps buying everything. We don't know even know what he's going to do with it. So I
Yeah. We don't
realized
do.
that If these billionaires are doing something, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Copy what the billionaires are doing. Copy what the you can copy success and you replicate it in your life. So I just look at your life and other millionaires and billionaires. I said, what they did to make money. I started as an agent, but I have evolved from just becoming an agent. I'm about to open my own brokerage. I have an
Come on.
investment company. I have a coaching company. So
Congratulations.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But we started as, because why I chose real estate as an agent is cash flow. We need cash flow. Because if you are abroad, bills are different than Nigeria. Okay, the bills here is every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, they are dropping piles of bills on your table. When we buy a house, we pay mortgage every month. It's recurrent. So the investment route of real estate was what interested me the most. But when I look at cash flow, we need to have income coming in consistently. And being a real estate agent, I figured out was going to provide me consistent income every month, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, so that. And the reason why I now chose real estate is because America is growing. Look at Houston, Texas, for example. We have had a migration into Houston over the last 5 years of about 1 million people.
Wow.
1 million people, yes. This 1 million, because of job opportunities. The largest medical center in the world is here. The one of the largest oil rigs are here in Texas and in Houston, some of the largest oil companies. So I figured out that these people moving in, they are going to need housing. They are going to need a place to live. Let's get into real estate. Let's get the cash flow moving. And then we are not going to pivot into other things that God wants us to do with real estate.
Well, first of all, come on, everybody. Can we type congratulations for Mr. Adebowale? Come on, give him. Or you can call him Mr. Bayo. Congratulations. I want everybody, because again, like I said, for me, I am into that journey of celebrating success. I don't know how else, right? When people tell me that people gossip about other people about their success, I don't know what that is. When I hear you succeed, I want to throw a party for you.
Amen.
I want to encourage that culture amongst our people, that it hasn't happened to you yet. Shouldn't be the reason why you shouldn't celebrate somebody else.
Yes,
because as you start celebrating someone who is successful, you're next in line.
Amen.
Right? So the man started as an agent, did investments here and there. Now, do you know what it means to own a brokerage? To own a brokerage is a next level. It now means he will have a lot of agents working under him. They could be 50, they could be 20, they could be 100, and that just multiply the X. So it's a whole new level for him. So congratulations. We are proud of you. We're proud of what you represent for our people, for our culture, for Africans in diaspora. It makes a lot of sense, and a big congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Now, my next question would be, how long have you been doing real estate, either as an agent? I believe you started as an agent, then you move into investment, and now you're a broker. How long have you been doing this?
Yes, great. So thank you so much for the compliments. It's an honor. So I actually started as an investor, right? Because my vision was that I wanted to build an. So I was driving on the freeway one day, on the road. I saw people playing golf on like a Tuesday morning. I was like, people are going to work. You people are playing golf. Is there something that I'm missing? I was new. It was my second year in America. So I parked my car. I talked to these people. They said, we own a bunch of rental properties. We own a bunch of investment properties. So all these people going to work are going to work for us. When they come, they'll bring money. We pay to the bank. So like a Yoruba man that I am, I put that word in my left hand so that I will not eat with it. That when I make it, I will own investment properties, right? So, and I realized now that to own investment properties, it requires some level of money for you to have some level of money, some capital. How do you gain capital? So we started what we call wholesaling real estate, which is where you find a good deal, you find somebody that has money, you sell the contract to them. We were doing that slowly but surely. And this is one thing I want people to pay attention to. Other people see your potential more than you can ever see your potential. And I'll repeat that. Other people will see your potential. When people are talking to you and giving you advice, pay attention to what they are saying. Dr. Stephen, I was doing investing and hustling and doing this and that. My wife saw through me. My wife said, "Why don't you get your real estate license?" I said, "Why? I don't need a real estate license. I'm an investor. I'm about to be a nurse practitioner. I'm doing well." She said, "No." She said, "You have unique skills. You are a people person. You don't get angry. You have very excellent customer service. You
Very
have
true.
real estate knowledge.
Very
You
true.
you
She's
you
right.
you, you know how to network with people. He said, get your real estate license. Even if you are not using it to buy and sell property for other people, at least we are going to use it to buy our own properties. We can buy properties for family and friends." Dr. Steven, that was one of the advices that changed my life in America.
Wow.
So, men, listen to your wives, though. If your wife, men, I'm telling you, men, listen to your wives. I'm telling you, there is a certain grace on wives that when they speak words to you, words of power, words of wisdom, words of affirmation, listen to what they are saying. So I listened to my wife. I got my real estate license. It was as if customers had been waiting for me.
Wow.
The
Wow.
business took. We just started marketing and the business took on a life of its own. Buyer, buyer,
Yeah.
buyer, buyer. I said, how did we get here? It was because I listened to my wife's advice. So from real estate investment, now pivot. So, and I was doing real estate investing and being a realtor. I said, I have to still pick one. Let me build one first. I said, let's make investing for now. Let's build this realtor. So for 3 straight years, I was pumping myself as a realtor. Coaching, mentorship, seminars, masterminds, events. I will be learning and soaking the knowledge, and I will be taking practical steps. Practical step. Because it's not enough to learn something. Most people learn and they know too much. They become paralyzed by the knowledge. We call it analysis paralysis. So anything
Mm.
you learn, as I was learning in all these events, I was putting in the work. I was putting in the action. And that's how we were able to build a business. Uh, so overall, I've been an investor for 8 years. I've been a realtor now for 5 years. And once you are clocked 5 years in America, in Texas, you can become 4 years actually, you can become a broker. So I figured out because there were a lot of agents that coming to me. I started teaching them. Many of them have became like top producing agents now. They are closing deals. And many, many more are still coming to me. So it was kind of imperative that I look at that opportunity and what God is saying to me to go to the next level. Because if you don't go to the next level, you are going to decline. You can't stay on the same level forever. No, either you go down or you go up. And we choose to go up. So wherever you are in
Come
your
on.
career, in your
Up.
business, always think of the next level. After I achieve this level,
Yeah.
what next? What
Yeah.
next? What
Yeah.
next? And you continue to step up like that.
And I mean, it's interesting you said it because I remember in January was even one of the things I mentioned in my class, about how people need to understand that it's one level to be an agent, it's another level to step up the game and be a broker. Because ultimately, I was talking about the place of OPM and OPT.
Yes.
Ultimately, you scale by other people's time. Now you've mastered how to be a good agent, then raise other good agents. Like what's his name said, my one of my favorite guys, the first American billionaire, John D. Rockefeller, he said, I would rather take 1% of 100 people's effort
Mm.
than 100% of my own effort alone.
Mm.
I would
Mm.
rather take 1% of 100 people's effort than to take 100% of just my own effort.
Mm.
And and that's the way life is. You move to the next level, and always the next level is how do you that scale using OPM or OPT.
Mm.
And once you master that, that's the realm of the billions, really,
Yes.
um, in this business.
Mm.
So for people watching us, by the way, guys, you can ask questions. You will see the question icon on your right hand side. Feel free to click on it and you ask questions. Okay. We are hosting our biggest conference of the year for the Global Wealth Festival. It's taking place in Houston. It's physical. We're having some of the biggest guys coming. Don't say I said so, but we might have Les Brown there. We might have John Maxwell there. We might. I didn't say so. I'm just saying. Okay. But it's gonna be really, really big and massive. I can authoritatively say we're having Dr. Cosmos Maduka there. It's confirmed already. And a lot of big speakers we're going to be having. So the link I've just pinned is how to register. You can attend virtually. If you can come down to Houston, you can come physically. If you live around Texas, you can come physically as well. My next question is people watching us who want your story. By the way, is it true that at some point in America, you've had to do some odd jobs? And if it's true, what are the odd jobs you've had to do? Because people need to understand how God has lifted you up. I mean,
Yes.
today you do transactions in millions, multi-million dollars. You sell properties running to millions, and of course, you get good checks. But where are you coming from?
Awesome. Thank you, sir. So, to God be the glory. I never had to do odd jobs, and I'll tell you why.
Mm,
So, a lot of people, the people they come in contact with when they first come abroad, it
yeah.
dictates a lot in their life.
Mm,
But I had a different mindset. The people I came in with, that I came to when I came to the were my sister and my brother-in-law, and I respect them so much. But one thing I want people to know: other people's life is not your life.
mm,
I always carry a journal. You see this journal here? Every year I buy a new journal. I have iPads, notepads, and these tablets that I write on. But this journal, nothing beats this journal. I got this from Dr. Samadeyemi. Plan your life in a book. Plan your life in a book. So every year I was always writing my dreams and goals and vision for my life. And doing odd jobs was not one of the visions in my book. The vision that I
I
had
like
for my
that.
life and my future, doing odd jobs, I never wrote that down. So I wasn't going to work in Walmart. I wasn't going to wash the floor. Guess what I did, sir? I called my friends who were already here before me. I said, bro, what are the kind of businesses that we can do here that make money? He said, look, the only thing I know is car business. I didn't have money to start a car business. But guess what? I had a car, a Toyota Camry, 2007. I look at the value of that car, it was about $7,000 at that time. So I look at other cheaper cars that were like $2,000 and $3,000. I say, wait a minute. What if I sell this $7,000 car
Mm,
and buy
mm,
two under Accord, 2003 under Accord,
mm.
two of them? Let me drive one and let me sell one.
Fair one.
Are you
I like
getting
that.
Are you getting
I
me, sir?
like that.
So I
Yeah.
bought two under Accord. I was driving one. 5 days after I bought the vehicle and repaired it and brought it to the house, somebody came and bought the under Accord for
Wow.
$6,500. I say, hey, yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. 6.5. I said, God, I thank you. I took the 6.5, went back to the auction, bought two more under Accord. We started the business. So that was the seed capital. So I tell people now, I don't know what you have in your hand or what car you are driving, maybe a Mercedes Benz or this or that. That's the seed capital for your business. Because guess
Mm, mm.
what? When the business pick up, you can buy the car 100 times over.
Very true.
You
Very
can you
true.
can buy the car again. So if you
Very
have
true.
things, I see people now, they are struggling with their finances to start a business, they are looking for loan, but they have a wristwatch that is $5,000. What are you doing with a $5,000 watch? What are you
Very
doing with
true.
a $20,000 or $15,000 car? Use that seed capital and use sweat capital. So I will buy the cars, I will sell them, I will take the money, buy two more, buy three more, until we have like 5, 6, 7, 8 cars that I was selling. And that's how I never needed to do a manual job. Otherwise, I would have had to go to an African store to go and
Mm,
look for a job
mm,
because
mm,
I didn't have any money.
mm.
But because that business, and let me drop this again, sir. If you are in diaspora, right? I mean, maybe you are new in the US, Canada, UK, or whatever. Think outside the box. What I mean by that is Don't limit yourself to the circle of people that are around you, maybe your family, your friends. The biggest breakthrough you might have will be from outsiders.
Very true.
It will be from
Very true.
outsiders. So I was always engaging outsiders. If I'm at an event, I'll be looking for people that look like they have made it. And I would stay in, yes, sir, yes, sir. I will stay closer to them and be hearing their conversations. That what is this guy? Look at the way this guy dressed, wearing a suit and tie. Very. So don't think outside your comfort zone of this is my sister, my brother, my friends. No, your life is not their life. Where you are going, based on the vision you have on your vision book, is different from your family and friends. Have that
Mm.
bigger vision. Network outside your comfort zone. My friend that gave me the idea of a car business, my business grew 10 times more than his business. He started using my account to buy cars.
Can you imagine?
Yes, he started using my
Can you
account.
imagine?
So once you have that bigger vision, network outside your comfort zone. Okay?
Mm.
Guess what? The network of people you surround yourself with will determine your future. I've heard you say
Very
this
true.
before, Dr.
Very
Steven.
true.
It's true.
Very
If
true.
you are hearing conversations around you of lack, how we are struggling for food, things are hard in this country, that's going to enter your mindset. Once
Mm.
it enters your mind, you
Mm.
start thinking. But if you are in a conversation with people who are talking about last month I made $20,000,
Mm.
last month I made $50,000, it's gonna enter your head. You'll start thinking, how are people just like me, that look like me, that are immigrants just like me, how are they making $50,000? Your mind is going to go to work and start figuring out solutions for your life.
Beautiful. And thank you for that. Come on, guys. If you enjoyed that, type, thank you, Mr. Bayo. Come on, everybody. Celebrate the man. Now, he's dropping a lot of gems. And I think the least you and I can do is to just appreciate him for that. Somebody was asking here, remember on your right-hand side, you can drop your question. Ola says, can you explain what you mean by OPM and OPT? OPM means other people's money. OPT means other people's time. And basically what I was saying there is that you can only scale your business by leveraging on other people's money, getting other people to give you their money, add it with your own, and grow your business to be bigger. Or
Mm.
leverage on other people's time by employing more people to work for you, right? Full time, part time, by them getting commission on whatever they do with you. I have a pool of over 15,000 agents.
Wow.
So sometimes people wonder why we're able to sell properties all over the world. The hard work of this 15,000 agents is critical. And
Mm.
this weekend, I'm giving one of them a car. The
Mm.
goal is to give 16 cars this year to
Wow.
those agents, just to motivate them and inspire them.
Mm.
I have not said this to Bayo, but when he told me he's now a broker, I said, now this man does not know how something is tough for him. I have a reality TV show concept
Oh, wow.
around real estate agents. So
Mm.
I've been thinking of which broker do I partner with, and we shoot the reality TV show. It's going to involve the concepts around immigrants
Mm.
coming to the US and wanting to become brokers, and there will be a lot of healthy competition amongst them. And it's a fantastic idea. I'll share it with you
Yes,
later.
sir. Dr. Steven, let me tell you, sir, you are amazing and highly, highly inspiring. And let me tell you, all of you on this live, right? You are taking for granted some of the knowledge Dr. Steven drops. You don't pay attention. And let me tell you why I said that, sir. When you invited me to speak at the conference in Houston, right? And
Yeah.
you were making your presentation,
Mm.
you pushed me to become a broker and you never knew it. You said that, okay, we're talking about people that have businesses and people that are single entrepreneurs just running their
Mm.
show, but people that have
Self-employed.
businesses, self-employed. So
Yeah.
you mentioned real estate agents are self-employed. They will be working. They are the only one. They are this. And I sat there. I was saying, hey, Dr. Steve is lambasting me like this. And you mentioned when you got to brokers, you said, but brokers, they have businesses. because they have other people, other agents that can, from that day, from that day. Well, I've been thinking for a year, do I become a broker? From that day that you said that, I said, God sent you to me today. I said, I
Oh,
must.
wow.
So a lot
Wow.
of people, you guys hear all these things, all these gems, all these, write them down, make them a vision, and go to work. Go to act on what God said. You are praying and believing God. God, say something. The last thing God said, did you act on it?
Mm,
What God
mm,
told you last, go and do that. Once you
mm,
do that,
mm,
then now you are qualified to
mm,
receive new
mm,
information. But if God is
mm.
giving you information, God is not coming down from heaven. God is sending people like Dr. Stephen, who is a multi-millionaire, who is a billionaire. He is telling us how he did it. All we need to do is to take what he says and go to work and work hard as we can and network and smart work and everything. And then God can start talking to us again. So thank you, Dr. Stephen. You actually inspired me from that
You're
word.
welcome. You're welcome. And thank you for, I mean, what I love about you, I mean, I met a lot of people in America as we started expanding America. And I would say I would categorize the people into three that I met in America. And many of them did not know I was observing them. I met the the skeptic ones who were just for whatever reason, I would say maybe for the sheer size of what I was doing
Mm.
or about to do, was just skeptical. Who is this guy? You know, are you sure it's real? You know, something is off. And they were just skeptical. And then I saw another category of I call them the
Mm.
gossipers. Some are skeptical, just being careful. Some are just pure gossipers who their own is just, are you sure? I can't do it. Oh, see him. And then I saw I call them the hungry ones
Mm.
who have the same ambition, audacity, they have big dreams, and they were encouraged by what I was doing. And what I started doing intentionally was leave the first two alone, you know, move a bit, draw closer the hungry ones, because that's also who I am.
Yes, sir.
A lot of time people meet me and they're like, I can't believe you are this successful and you are this hungry. It's like you're acting as if you are just about to make money, but you've taught some things. But I'm all constantly hungry for the next level, for the next big thing.
Yes.
And I love people who are like that. For me, that's part of how you endeared yourself to me. I saw somebody who is hungry,
Mm.
somebody who doesn't care about what people are saying,
Right.
someone who's willing to humble and ask questions and learn and grow. And I said, no, no, no. Those for me, those are the kind of people that I love,
Sure.
and I'm not surprised with your success. And I believe this is just the beginning.
Amen.
There is a lot more to come in your life and in what you do. I'm absolutely certain because you have the right mindset, the right spirit, the right
Thank you.
attitude. And your wife was right that you're a people person. You know, your customer service is top notch. The right words, the right attitude. She was very correct because and those are the qualities of a successful entrepreneur. So for those watching us, either they're in America, the UK, Canada, and they
Yes.
want to become a real estate investor, a real estate agent, or they're about to japa like you japped 11 years ago. And they're saying, where do I start from?
Mm.
You know, what will be your advice for them?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the compliments, Dr. Stephen. I mean, you inspire me greatly. I love everything you do. I mean, I've got people say, "Oh, Dr. Stephen, you are so associated with him. What if this doesn't work out? People will hold you accountable." I said, "Look, nobody determines my life or what my future holds. I'm the one that determines that, and I choose." Because people. The thing about it is this: people might project their own fear or their
Yeah,
own perception.
yes,
That's on them. You
yes.
have to know. You have a God instinct that God is telling you something. I say, me and Dr. Stephen, we are together for life. We are joined at the hip. You know, anything Dr. Stephen does, I will be the first one to promote it. And I
Hey,
don't care and I don't give a
yeah.
damn what the result is. Because
Thank
I am
you.
also an investor and I know that a lot of time things don't even go 110% as planned, and
Very
that's okay.
true.
But guess
That's
what?
very
We are
true.
way ahead of people that don't even plan or start
Um,
anything.
exactly. Very
So
true.
I don't care. So I'm with you 110%, and I tell
Thank
everybody I
you.
care to listen. I love doctors. I love what you do. How many times do
Thank
we
you.
see billionaires coming to share information? How many times?
Thank
Look
you.
what you have done, bringing billionaires. Dr. Maduka, you brought Dr. Samadi, you brought everybody, you brought them in the room so that we can learn from them. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have
Yeah.
to. You're already wealthy and successful. We honor you, we celebrate you, sir, and thank you for everything
Thank,
you do. And
thank,
I'm your number one fan in the whole world. Besides your wife. Your wife is number one. You're number three. Put me somewhere,
thank
you
you.
know. Thank you, sir. So for people, right, who wants to become investors and agents, first things first, okay, get it right. I'm a Christian. I believe a lot in getting it right spiritually. In possible, okay, because a lot of us we read things from like the scriptures, whether it's the Bible or the Quran, like the blessings, and you have more than enough, but we don't believe it. Believe it. Believe that abundance is possible. Believe that a good life, favor, grace, opportunities are possible. That's the first step. It has to do with your mindset. Don't
Mm,
think like your family are thinking. Don't think like your friends are thinking. Think like God wants you to think, that you have abundance, and abundance is your birthright. That's the
mm,
first thing, mindset. Number two, you need a mentor. You need a mentor or a coach. You need somebody that has done what you are trying to do on a high level, who is going to hold you by the hands. So now Dr. Steven is just talking, he has 15,000 agents as a broker, right? With selling properties all over the world. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to consult Dr. Steven and say, hey, Dr. Steven, I just started a brokerage. I'm trying to recruit 100 agents or 50 agents. How did you do it? What can I do?
mm,
The reason we do that is because we don't want to fail to succeed. You don't need to
mm,
fail to
mm,
succeed. It's a
mm,
waste of time and resources because you
mm,
have people. So in your circle, whether it's in Canada, in UK, in the US, find somebody who has done real estate investing or who has done real estate agency on a high level, and do whatever it takes to get close to them. Oh, I called them, they didn't pick my call. Call them 20 times. Call them 50 times.
yeah.
Oh, I sent an email, they didn't reply. Send 30 emails one day.
Come on.
They will
Come
say, this
on.
person is
Come on.
disturbing me. How can I help you? You say, sir, I'm coming to see you.
Mm,
I will tell you something, sir. There is a guy on my team right now. Okay, his name is Anthony. This boy chased me down. He said, almost like God told him that he has to get with me to become his mentor. I didn't pick his call for many times that he was calling me because I was busy. So follow up with people, follow up with mentors and coaches who can help you and do whatever it takes to add value to them. A lot of people come into other people's life, they try to take from them. Oh, give me this, teach me that. No, look at their life. What areas can you add value to them? Add value to them. Are they struggling with something in their business with social media? Do they need a videographer or a photographer that you can get for them? Whatever they need, find that need and see how you can add value to them. Once you find a coach and a mentor, the third thing I will tell you is be willing to do what it takes.
mm.
Be willing to do whatever it takes. Because I see a lot of people learn things, but they don't put those things into action.
Very, very true.
And several people, they have attended coaching and training and this and that but they don't act on those things. They don't act.
Mm,
When you don't act, it's like you are not testing yourself, okay? Because when you test yourself, you will learn how things work. You will learn what to do and what not to do,
mm,
okay? And you are going to get feedback. Don't take failure as uh, as failure in itself. Don't take it as a disappointment. It's an experience. Every step, Dr. Steven can testify to this. Every time you have failed, God will elevate you to a different position.
Very true. Very
So
true.
a lot of people are scared of taking action, but it's in taking action that's where your success lies.
Mm.
And you have to go through a to do things and become successful. Okay. So, but most importantly, get a coach, get a mentor. Whatever your coach or mentor tells you, act on it and continue. Don't look left, don't look right. And my friend said this, my sister said this, my dad. Don't do nothing like that. Just focus. Focus. If you need to take 5 years off social media to build your life, do it. Dr. Steven, do you know for a lot of years, for like 6 years, I was not on social media.
Wow.
When I first got to
Wow.
the US, I was focused.
Wow.
My friends would
Wow.
call me for one party, and this person is doing this. Let's go to the nightclub. Let's do this. I won't go. They stop calling me after a while. They're like, Bayo will not answer us. Don't worry about Bayo. Oh, this person is doing this. Let's go. I was studying. I was in school, real estate school. At the same time, I was in nurse practitioner school. At the same time, I was running my car dealership. I was focused. No social media distraction. If you
Wow.
have distractions in your life, eliminate those distractions. Because guess what? There will be time for social media.
Very
Now
true.
we can get back on social media and people can see the result of what we were cooking. So while you are
Mm.
still cooking, avoid distractions and stay focused. It's between you and God. And just
Come on.
focus on that and continue to go and persevere.
Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing Coach Bayo at this point. Come on. I think I need to know how to subscribe to your coaching. Because this is Coach Bayo now. Go, coach. Go, coach.
Dr. Stephen, I was with your spiritual daughter yesterday, Dr. Coach Temi. She said,
Yes.
Mario, we have to put your course together. I said, oh yeah, let's do it. We started putting our courses together. Coach Temi is
That's
putting all
good.
those things together now. I
That's
was so
good.
happy, you
That,
know.
that's good. I mean, I'm so proud of Tammy. I mean, we were together in London for a doctorate. They give honorary doctorates now, so
That's awesome.
she's going she's going really hot every day. So how do people connect with you? For somewhere in Texas, I believe your brokerage covers Texas. Is
Yeah, the
there any
whole of
other
Texas.
state it covers?
For now,
Just Texas
now
for
it's
now.
going to be the whole of Texas, and we are planning to launch within the next month or two. So it's just going to be the whole of Texas for now.
For now. So if either they want to join your brokerage or they want to learn basically how to get into brokerage or anything, how do they reach you?
Yes.
How do they connect with you?
So my social media, I'm very active on Instagram, and they can always send me a DM. But even as a gift for your viewers, I'm going to drop my phone number. Okay, I'm going to drop my phone number because look, the kind of billionaire I want to be is Dr. Stevens kind of billionaire, where people can actually
But
access you.
guys, please don't call him. Send him a
Text message.
WhatsApp message.
Yes,
I think that would be a good. If there's a need for a phone call, he'll probably call you
I
back
will.
because I'm that
I'll
way
call
as
you back.
well. Yes, so that you don't just keep
Yeah.
banging and
I
disturbing him.
love text
Else,
messages. If we
yes,
have to talk, then we'll book a time to talk.
else you just see his wife call you and say, "Leave my husband alone. He needs to rest."
I know. She will call you.
That's a joke anyway, guys. But it's good to. It's one of the protocol of assessing high net worth individuals. Send them a message first before you even attempt to call them. It's a smart way to approach them. Somebody saying, "What's your IG handle?"
It's Bayo Adebowale. Bayo underscore Adebowale.
Hmm.
Bayo
Can you type
underscore.
it? If you can type it as well, bio underscore. And also if you can call the number because we are still going to be streaming this on Facebook
Okay.
and on YouTube. And we normally even get more viewers on Facebook than even IG.
Yes. So
So
my phone
we
number,
may not see.
I will prefer if you send me a text message first. It's going to be 832, which is if you are texting on WhatsApp, it's going to be +1. If you are texting from out of the US, +1 832 +1 832-630-2570.
One more time.
+1 832-630-2570.
Okay, guys. So then the social media handle again.
My social media handle is Bayo, Bayo, Bayo _ Adebowale, Adebowale. Let me do it one more time. It's Bayo, Bayo _ Adebowale, Adebowale.
Okay. So again, guys, the phone number is +1 832-630-2570. Amazing guy. Trust me. If you notice, my platform is not just for any kind of persons, right? And unfortunately, you can't even pay me to come on my platform because I don't. I don't need the money. So people I bring are good people who have so much value to offer. Of course, they will charge you if they need to, and that's okay. Some of you always want the free, 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 free. It's okay for people to charge you where they need to charge you. But we must learn to value knowledge and value connecting with the right set of people. I've always said it, wealth begins with the right set of relationship, quality relationship. As long as you know how to respect people that you're meeting, right? People will be your friend. Sometimes people say, Dr. Stephen, how do I network? Sometimes it's difficult to network with rich people. I say that's not true. Just come with respect, come with honor. And the word I use is honor. I don't care whether the person you are older than the person or one story. Just come with so much honor, come with humility, and they will just fall for you, right? And the type of people that I think wealthier people respect the most is people who are not doing bad but are still respectful. I've met a lot of way wealthier people than I do. And at first they probably think I'm coming around them because I'm looking for something. But when they now see the scale of what I handle, they'll be like, and you are this,
Yeah,
you know, and this is impressive. Like, okay, because typically people are used to the people who are humble, they are humble because they are broke
Well, they don't have.
and they need something. All right, but they're just patronizing because they are looking for something. So when they see that, I've never asked anybody. I don't ask people for money. I don't beg anybody for money. Um, Even those who are mentors, I can be close to you like this, and I need $10 million for one project, and the deadline is tomorrow. I will not ask you. If you God lays it in your hearts to now say, Stephen, how can I help you? That I will accept your help. Or to come. And I think those are the attitude that you should come. So I am saying that to say don't chat Mr. Bayo now and say, hey, I've been looking for how to come to America. The Lord will use you. Don't come from the place of what to get, right? Come from the place of win-win, mutually beneficial relationship. That's how you do it, okay? Once again, thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for giving value. What will be your final word for our people? I guess nobody has question for you. I will have read their question, but nobody has for now. So what's your final take home for everyone?
Okay, thank you for Dr. Stephen for inviting me to point to your people and our people, man. Our people, when I came abroad and I still think about it, a lot of people are working too hard. Okay, a lot of people have jobs, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Some people have 4 jobs. But one of the things I'm putting on myself now is to encourage people more into entrepreneurship, to take control of your time, leverage other people. Like you mentioned, OPT, leverage other people's time, and OPM, leverage other people's money. So, the final word I want to have for us is for our audience is this: the future that you are seeking will not create itself. The future
Mm.
you are seeking will not create itself. So I know we all have dreams and goals and New Year resolution and this and that. Those things will not create themselves, okay? And I want us to have a mindset, a creation mindset, a creation mindset. Like Dr. Steven mentioned, how do you add value to people? So in real estate, what we do, for example, is we add value to people. We add value. Whatever you need, we want to help you get it. So I see a lot of people come from a place of consumption. They want to take. They want to buy something and take some, but they are not creating stuff. Those dreams and goals that you have, they are your opportunities to create the life you want by helping other people. So I want you to have a mindset. What problems are people having that I can solve for them? In my situation, when I started, I saw transportation. People
By the
needed cars.
by the way, someone has asked since Salad NG says, how did you get the money for the car? Or did you travel abroad with the car? I mean, that's ridiculous. How would you travel abroad with the car? The second person will say, what's the best book you've read?
Oh, got it. So for the car, I sold the one I was driving and I bought a smaller one.
And what they mean is that how did you get money to buy the first one you were driving?
So the first one I was driving, uh, okay. So what happened in the US here? They have free money when you start school. They have free grants they give you, okay? Because they encourage you to go to college in America. So that money they were giving, I knew that look, this school thing is important, but I also need to find a way to make money,
Mm.
okay? So I was saving some of the money from my grants. There was a grant that I even collected from school here that it was free for immigrants, even if you don't have paper, even if you don't have anything, any documentation. They actually did that grant for Hispanics, Mexicans, and all these people.
How much is the grant?
It was $1,000. It was
Okay.
$1,000. So I took that money and every other little money that they were giving. And another thing was this: I had some things that were around me that I could sell. So we have something called Facebook Marketplace over here. So I look at the garage, they had furnitures, they had chairs they were not using because small money will accumulate. And a lot of people don't track small expenses. But
Very
when
good.
you have a goal, when you have something you want to accomplish, track your expenses so that those $20 here, 50 naira here, 500, 1,000, it will come together to mean something. So I knew I had a goal of buying a car. And when I bought the car, I was broke. So I said, no, I can't be broke. Let me sell this big one. Let me buy two small ones. And I was driving a small one, and the other small one was what I sold. And now business started from there. And we just continue. So that was the first question. The second question the person asked was, I forgot the second
What's
question.
your best book you've read? The best book you've
Okay,
read?
the best book I've read, there are a lot of books, but two, I wouldn't say one. I said two. The first one was Eat That Frog by Brian
Wow,
Tracy.
Brian
That was a
Tracy.
book. Eat That
Yeah.
Frog. Because I was caught in the hamster wheel of procrastination for a very long time.
Mm.
Procrastination. You have something you want to do, but you keep thinking and thinking and thinking about it, and 1 month is gone, 2 months, 3 months. But when I read that book, Eat That Frog, it showed me how to defeat procrastination. When you
Mm.
wake up in the morning, that difficult task that you want to push to later in the day, do it first and do it now. Do it right now. Whatever that thing is, that is a big task that you've been procrastinating, do it now. Number two thing he taught me was divide the big task into small chunks. Don't think of how to make $1 million. No, don't think of that. Think of what business will I start? How much are we going to make in a week? How much can we make in a month? So whatever that big task is, just divide it into step by steps so that you create a checklist that okay, on Monday I'm going to do A, B, C.
Mm.
On Tuesday, I'm going to do C, D, E. You are not focused on that huge big task, but you break them into sizable bites that you can do every day and track your record. Because once people focus on that big task, like, oh, I want to build an estate in Richmond, just like you are doing, Dr. Stephen, they get overwhelmed. They're like, this thing will take too much to do. But guess what? Can you save up money to buy the land first and relax? Can you start meeting brokers that sell the land? You don't have the money, but you want to know what it takes to buy the land. So just divide your task into small chunks that you can do. And the second book that helped me was Rich Dad Poor Dad, because it changed our mindset of what we thought assets and liabilities were. Like our personal home, a lot of people think it's an asset because your home is worth $1 million or $500,000. But that home is taking money from you every month because you are paying your mortgage. You are repairing the home, you are servicing the debt on the loan. But an apartment building, for example, or a rental property, for example, or a land that you bought to flip in the future, that's actually an asset. So that book changed our perspective as to what we think is an asset and what we think is a liability. So those are the two books. So just to conclude, what I was talking about is engage in action. I always define 3 types of work, Dr. Stephen, to close. 3 types of work. There is hard work, there is smart work, but the biggest and the most rewarding of them all is network. So hard work, smart work, and network. I tell people you can change your life by moving from a cubicle in whatever place you are living in and moving to Lekki Phase 1. You can change your life. Because guess what happens when you surround yourself with people who are accomplishing things in their life? You will start thinking differently. But if you are with people who are losers, who maybe things are not going well for, they are failing in businesses, they are not successful, they are failing in their career, you tend to take over that kind of posture and you think God doesn't love you. However, when you move into a place where even if you don't have the money, go and serve the people there in the new place. So what I have done over my life, which brought me to you too, Dr. Stephen, is to continue to look at people that are higher than me. How can I get closer to them? Through my network. What do I need to do? What do I need to bring to the table? Bring honor to the table. Dr. Stephen, you are giving me your passcode now. The passcode to you is honor. I'm going to use honor every time I have the opportunity. That's the passcode. I will be using honor. I will be using
But
value.
it's not just me. It's a lot of successful people. I guess it's just that they are used to it. I mean, as you rise higher, at our level, you have a driver, you have a chef, you have people are used to. You're used to getting quality service, quality treatment. And for me, I learned it as well. I mean, I learned it from a man called Mike Murdoch that wealthy people are used to honor. So when you approach them like that, I guess the people who dishonor them the most are the poor ones. Either they come with, it's you people that are rich that are spoiling the life. You have money. How many people are you helping? They just come with that way. And so when they see genuine honor, particularly from people who could do otherwise. It's a different thing if it's because I want to get something. But if it's someone who is doing well and the person just showed genuine respect, then you kind of treat that person special because that's not usually what happens, right? But I think for me, I learned it also from people I had and I used it and I saw that it worked. And I was educated. That is even how you find faithful people. It will reflect in the way they honor. It's not, and honor is not cheap. How people just psych you up. No. You will see the way they question. Yeah, the genuineness. This is not just someone who just want to psych you and hail you, and then behind your back is saying, "Yeah, don't mind him." And then you will see people like that. But so you have to also filter and be sure that there's a genuine honor here and not just people throwing empty things around. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Guys, come on, celebrate Mr. Bayo one more time. Amazing man. And those of you who are asking for his book, He said Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. That's the first book. The second book is Rich Dad Poor Dad, which actually is also the book that changed my life. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes.
So Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Fantastic book as well. It helps you on procrastination. Then Rich Dad Poor Dad. Please help me celebrate him. Come on, he's giving you guys beautiful gems,
Thank you, sir.
good content. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your story. I know there's a lot we're gonna do together. This is just the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, you are my kind of person. As I move forward, I'm looking for my tribe. Particularly when I expand internationally, and I mean, I made that mistake in Dubai. I wasn't very selective.
Mm,
So in the US, I'm very, very selective. I'm not giving everybody access to me, and I'm sure you'll have noticed. Some people will have even told you.
right.
not, not everybody has access to me, and I learned from my experience in Dubai. So I know there's a lot that we will do together because your thinking is my kind of you have to look at people who think like you think, your tribe. We call them your tribe, and as you move, you have to gain your tribe, and you will move faster because you
Mm,
have same mindset. Nobody is dragging anybody back. Everybody believe the same mission, the
yes.
same vision, and we scale faster. So
Yes, sir.
thank you again for coming. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. My regards to your children and your amazing
Thank you
wife.
so much, sir. It's a great honor. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And Dr. Stephen, hey, thank you for all you do, man. We appreciate you. We celebrate you, sir. Thank you so much.